body, I mean into the future, because that's where everyone else is going. Hey, how's it going, people of the internet? My name is Creation, and I'm very sure you guys have heard of all the ruckus about how technology is making life too easy, and we are relying on it too much. And eventually we will all die because one day there will be no way to power this technology. So I have to ask you one question. What does the spider do on his computer? He made a website. Wrong question, but relates greatly to what we're going to be talking about today in this video, and that is the last DLC for Battlefield 4 Final Stand. Now, many of us have speculated that there's going to be some type of game or map changing revolution, whether that be a nuke, EMP blast caused by the multi-kill vehicle droid colliding with the nuke, which the thing was made to do. Destroy medium range intercontinental ballistic missiles equipped with multiple warheads or countermeasures, or just an avalanche on the snow map that we saw in the premium trailer. Either way, we know that most likely this DLC will focus on technology and how far it has advanced since the beginning of the war in 2020. We know that by just looking at its leaked icon from Battlelog. It's a CPU core, the root of all technology. China and the US have fought a long battle, and there is two ways this DLC can go. No, literally, two ways. Here's a map showing the current front of the war, as of now, Dragon's Teeth. As we can see, China is in an enclosed space, but it has regained all its borders due to their kind of diversion during Naval Strike. What they have done is use Naval Strike as kind of a decoy to regain some of the land they lost. So it can go two ways from here. The United States can use its final power to crush China and kind of finally end this war, or we can do the cool Michael Bay dramatic story that I would love to see. Is China fires a nuke and the US is so technologically advanced that they stop it, and it just becomes a EMP blast and it disables all electronics on the map. So that means no red dot sights, no using any gadgets that require a remote interface. The possibilities are endless, and if you think about it, it gives China kind of a fair advantage in the battlefield because now it's only a gun-to-gun fight. And I believe it fits the theme of evolution, changing up the map in ways of war. Imagine if you could not aim from a red dot sight or a Cobra sight or any other sight in the game, nor could you use your gadgets. Not for the whole match, of course, but just for a set amount of time. It would change how you play the game because you will have to be more cautious when you aim, and also how you move about the map. And also, if, let's say, DICE takes the China advances towards the US and Europe map, it's going to take some time for China to actually push that front. So Final Stand will be taking place way down the future. I would say around 2 or 3 years. And if you're a technology geek like me, you know a lot can happen in 2 or 3 years time for technology in general. So I'm really hoping to see the advanced technology that Final Stand will bring. And if you guys could give any suggestions of what you might think the weapons or gadgets we might see, because of course they're not going to be like laser guns or something like that other first person shooter is doing, I would love to hear them in the comment section below. Now, speaking of that other first person shooter that was revealed around a month ago that I was going to make a video on, and I don't believe it really deserves its own video, so I'm going to somehow tie it into this one. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now, I was once a fan of the series, like a dramatic COD fanboy, 360 no-scopes all day, didn't really join a sniper clan, but I played this game a lot when I used to play back on 360. It was very fun, and it was the same every year, I will admit that. The core gameplay never really changed. It was always the same, and it was mostly fun. There was a few things that annoyed me, and they never got fixed, and I'm pretty sure they annoyed you too. But what they have done here in Advanced Warfare is changed up the way you moved. And that is what I found mostly what made this COD different than the others. And from 5 years we have asked for something different. And when they delivered it, I don't understand why people were mad that they changed the movement. We asked for something different, we got something different, and now we're asking for something the same. It doesn't really make sense. It's pretty hypocritical to think that way. Personally, I'm not probably going to buy Advanced Warfare. I think my COD days are really over. There's a lot more games to explore, but COD will always be this kind of thing that we all have in our heart, and it may be dying, it may not. But for some people to complain about a game being different and they wanted it to be different, I do not understand. Now, the one point that I do understand is not a lot of people like this future technology stuff, and I do agree with some of those people. For me, I've been wanting for COD to go back into the past and kind of do more of the historic things that they used to do. But with that comes a lot of limitations of what they can explore and how technology has advanced so much in the future. Developers can take that idea and pretty much create anything that their mind creates. And that's what I do love about the future aspects, but sometimes they get a little crazy. Cloaking should never really be in a game. I don't like it. It just doesn't work well in first-person shooters, and that is just my personal opinion. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. How do you guys feel about technology in first-person shooters and everyone going to the future? Anyway guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay creative.